I was, for some reason, just thinking back to when Caroline first turned, like the top of season 2, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun, but she's gone through so much since then. What can we expect when the new season starts? 'Cause I'm guessing things are never easy for these people, but where's Caroline?
Never easy. That would be boring to watch. We're going to see Caroline struggling to kind of accept, not kind of, we're going to see Caroline struggling to accept the death of her mother. And we're also going to see her actually just struggling to maintain a friendship with Stefan, because she promised herself that they're just going to be friends and she needs time for herself. But I think she's finding him a little hard to resist.
The heart wants what it wants.
The heart wants what it wants.
So true, so true. Mystic Falls also is going through big changes. I hear it's looking very different. What can you say to that? Because that's the whole world's changing, I'm guessing.
I loved that the writers teased a little glimpse into, the chaos that Mystic Falls has become. As we come into season 7, the opening episode, we're going to see how it got to that place.
Okay.
So a lot of questions are going to be answered. Of course, we're going to be left with a lot of more questions going into the rest of the season. But we're also going to see how the different characters are accepting the ultimate demise of their town.
Okay. I know we're doing some flash forwards and time jumps and things like that. Is Caroline in a good place in some of these time jumps, or?
Caroline is incredibly happy in these time jumps. So we're going to see, cut to, now they change all the scripts. No, that's always what happens as soon as I know what's going on. But as of right now, the couple scripts that I've read, Caroline is incredibly happy. She's got everything that she's ever wanted, and I think the viewers need to think back into the whole spectrum of 6 seasons of what Caroline would maybe want for herself in the future. And so whether or not she'll stay peaceful in the future is a whole other thing.
Yeah, well, I still love, especially last season, that the show can still touch on reality when a parent dying. That's a real thing, and this wasn't a monster killing her. It was, there's just real stuff happening there.
I loved that. It was so heartbreaking to read and to watch, and even as a production, everyone there was a weight to those scenes that, isn't really felt unless we're doing like very big, heavy stunt work, and everyone really needs to focus. But so many people have been affected by, there's so many forms of cancer, but cancer in their own family, it's such a prominent disease in our world, and so, in this Mystic Falls town and in this supernatural world, the fact that they could bring people back from the dead, but this was, there was nothing that they could do to save Caroline's mother. It was so sad, and it was so human. I think it was just so human.
Well, assuming what you said, that she'll still be feeling some of that in the new season, because you don't get over that.
And grief is also such a human emotion. So watching Caroline try to navigate what her grief is and how she is going to grieve is really interesting. We haven't really seen other characters acknowledge their grief in that way.
Plus, everybody's grown up now. Like, it's not a high school show anymore.
I know, we're all old, but we have to look really young.